So today we're going to be discussing a topic some people find quite disturbing, and I'll say a lot of men especially find it quite disturbing. The issue of exes is our conversation today. Thursdays are days we like to talk about family, relationship. We call it our open house Thursday. And it's a day where we'd like to discuss things that affect our homes, our relationships, and our lifestyle. And the issue of exes came about when we got an information about the fact that a man said that his wife was in constant touch with her ex. They were in touch, in conversations. He was her best friend, somebody she always confide in. And in fairness to her, it was a platonic, yes, they had a relationship, but eventually it became a platonic relationship because she was married to him. And he was also involved in that friendship. I mean, he was a good person, but there was just somewhere in him that he felt rather uncomfortable, knowing that she always and often tried to refer to him or to defer to him on certain things within their marriage. What are your thoughts on the issue of marriage? I'll come to you, like to establish this.
There was another story that broke about a guy that said his girlfriend that is sponsoring her education got pregnant for her ex.
Yes.
So that so he's now coming on social media to say that if he hears or sees anybody that he's in a relationship with talking in any form with any ex,
that's the end.
That's the end of that relationship, because he's now he's heartbroken. Because,
so that is in that story. So there are several of these stories also where people keep talking about the fact that he's just my friend or she's just my friend. Even on guys. Guys will tell you, I have a female friend, we've been friends forever, she's my bear, she's my buddy, she's my friend, but you are my wife, you're my heart, you're my love, you're this, but this one is just my girl. How do you differentiate your ex, your friend, from your marriage? That's our conversation today. You can call us on 081 076 1679 or 09024163440. You can also tweet to us at TVC. Can I please hashtag yourviewtvc so we can read the tweet. We don't want the judgmental conversations. I would like to hear from people who actually do have exes and they're friends and nothing is happening and you guys are just friends and they're probably involved in your relationship and you have a very civil relationship. I would like to hear your story because that's not the usual. People always assume that once you're an ex, once they bear, what's that, Okafor's law?
Yeah, Okafor's
and there's always the possibility. But there are some people that actually are fine. They are able to differentiate their past from their present. We've seen, is it Jada Pinkett and her ex and the other, before the situation right now, everybody had a relationship where you are his ex, but you're involved because you have a child with us. So there is that civility. So to the modern times, modern relationships, respect and understand the places of ex sometimes. So how do we bring that home? Because in Nigeria, some wives don't accept one ex lurking in the background. In the shadows. What are your thoughts? Ladies, let me start with you. Who would like to go first?
Okay, let me start first because I'm married to a man who has an ex.
Yes.
So that's what when I heard this story, I was like, well, there are different degrees of exes. If you are just boyfriend and girlfriend hanging out, I guess it will seem a bit weird that you've moved on into a marriage and the person is a part of your life. You don't share children, you don't share house, you don't share family, you don't even share a pet. So you're like, okay, what is the connection? Yeah. I can understand how that may come across as a bit uncomfortable. But if you're with someone who was married and there's an ex-wife or ex-husband in the picture with children involved, there's a different kind of mindset you need to have to be in that sort of relationship. You now recognize that that person is a part of your family, whether you like it or not. Those children will forever bind these two forever. And also, I think it's important to note that it's like in my case, how he talks about the ex-wife and how he treats his children should be a very good indicator to you of the sort of person he can be to you yourself. Don't just always assume that if someone is mean to the one outside, all of a sudden their behavior will change with you. But if that person shows decency, even with someone that they're falling out of, good relationship with. It shows to you to a large degree that this person can be decent, even though this is something that may have caused them a heartbreak or broken their relationship. So for me, I feel when you find yourself in a situation where there's a marriage, children are involved, there has to be open communication. Do not take yourself completely out of, some people will say, oh, I don't need to be involved. Do not take yourself completely out of that relationship. Be part of it. Understand why they are meeting. Form a relationship with the children. Have a cordial civil relationship with the ex outside, because that person is going to be in constant relationship with your husband or in your household. But also set boundaries. Yes, they cannot show up. They cannot show up in your house just because I'm walking down the street and I just thought, no, you must send me a message. I know that you're coming and I prepare for you.
So there's something about exes, because they know you better than, probably better than your current spouse. So maybe in the place of ex-marriage, maybe they were your, what they call that thing, childhood sweetheart. So they have those stories of, when you're in university, that person, how Shegun used to, they have the names of all your friends back in the day. And those things happen where, so you want to be civil as a 2020, a millennium babe. You want to be civil to allow her, to come around because, hey, she has a child for you or something. But you also feel rather uncomfortable with some conversations because you are not in that past with them. How should you manage that? See, this is your facial expression. I don't understand.
I don't understand you people, but I like how Miriam started. So there are different degrees to everything. And I don't think in this situation it's about this situation that you painted where there's a child involved. Once a child is involved, that you people are together for life. There's nothing about it. The focus is on the ex that did not lay any egg in the house. There's nothing gluing you together. I am nobody's ex in Jesus' name, and nobody is my ex. Once that relationship packs up, please carry your bag and face another direction, because there are several things that can happen. I was listening to someone one day, and he said, there is no man that is in a relationship, a platonic relationship with a woman, that is in that platonic relationship without the hope that one day this woman will need a shoulder, and from shoulder we will enter another thing. There is no man. That men are not wired to have platonic relationships with women. And I agree, because I've seen it play out. So you can have a relationship where in your head, we're just friends. Oh, we knew before, but it didn't work out. If it didn't work out, why are you still keeping the relationship? Why are you still friends? Why are you still channeling energy? So the conversations you're supposed to have with your partner, because you feel this is my ex and he understands me better, you divert the conversation to the ex. If you channel that energy to your partner, you will build a better relationship. But you have a partner, but you have another guy that's just, no, he's just platonic. In his mind, he's waiting for one day. Okay. That rain will, Nimora, you'll be allowing me now. You will miss me.
They are shouting in my ears that they were going to break.
Oh, let's go on a break.
Let's go on a break.
I didn't know.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.